Now it's time to focus on storing book and author data into a database and using EF Core to help with that. We'll start by creating a new project that's set up with EF Core. This new project will be another class library project, and I'll call it Publisher Data and make sure that it targets .NET 8. Next, I'll add EF Core APIs to the project using NuGet packages. There are a few ways in Visual Studio to add NuGet packages to a project, and we'll take the easiest path, Visual Studio's NuGet Package Manager. You can right-click on the project and choose Manage NuGet Packages, and that brings up the Package Manager. This starts out showing what's already installed, so I'll go over to the Browse window. And right away, I'm seeing Microsoft Entity Framework Core SQL Server package and another that's just Microsoft Entity Framework Core. Now, I could start by just installing the EF Core package, which is the second one, but I'll very quickly discover that I still need some kind of a data provider in order to interact with my chosen database, in this case, SQL Server. So this base package only has the absolute core of EF Core, and it doesn't have additional logic that covers all the scenarios. For example, EF Core will need to know what database you're planning to work with, and those providers, along with their special logic, are in individual NuGet packages. So you only need to install the provider you want. And the one I want is SQL Server. To bring EF Core in along with this provider, it's easier to start by targeting just the provider package that you're going to be working with, and then let NuGet's dependencies pull in the rest. In this case, that would include the base Entity Framework Core package right here on the top. The SQL Server package doesn't depend directly on that Entity Framework Core package. If we look here at the details of the package, you can see that it has a dependency on Entity Framework Core Relational. That's where all the logic is that's common across different relational databases that you might be using with EF Core. And if we were to look at the relational package, we'd see that it has the dependency on that base Entity Framework Core package. And just as an FYI, that base package has a dependency on .NET 8, which is already installed on my computer. I know that by starting with EF Core's SQL Server package, I'll get all the packages that I need, and I won't have to go back and keep installing the other ones. So once I've clicked on Install for the SQL Server package, NuGet will kick off and go find all the other packages it needs to pull down. When it's done, I can see the EF Core SQL Server package has been added to the CS proj file. I could have just added that directly into the CS proj file and not bothered with a NuGet package manager. And in fact, when you look up NuGet packages on NuGet.org, you can see the various commands you can use to install them. As long as I have access to the package manager in Visual Studio, that was the easiest path for me.